Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I have another haul for you today for books that we bought at the library. These ones, some of these are going to be for my son who's going into grade 2. And then some are actually going to be for both my son and my daughter. I've decided this year that I was going to do a joint geography class, a joint history class, and a joint science class. It's just going to be easier for me. And sorry, not this year. I mean the next year, because technically we're not taking much of a break in the summer. I'm just going to really hone in and make sure that they understand everything before moving on. But anyway, so this next year I'm going to do a joint history, social studies. Well, I guess geography specifically, and science together, just to make it easier for me. And that's it. I just needed a little bit easier. I have actually been homeschooling for a few years now. My daughter, I started with her when she was 2. She's now almost 12. She'll be 12 next month.
Yeah.
And I started preschool with her at home when she was 2, and she continued that when she was 3. When she was almost 4, we actually moved overseas to Egypt for a few years. So she was in the private school system there for half of the year, and then I didn't. There were a lot of things that were wrong with that school. She ended up getting hurt by one of the teachers, so I pulled her, and then I homeschooled her for the rest of that year. And that was what they call KG1. So it's like our preschool. And then KG2, which is like our kindergarten, she was at a school that I taught at. And then she repeated KG2 because the second school I taught at, they were advanced. It was also a private school in Egypt, and they were advanced. So they were doing grade 1. So I didn't want her to miss the grade 1 stuff, so I put her in KG2 again, and she was there that whole year. And then we returned to the United States, and she went into grade 2, and she was in a public school, and then she had to repeat grade 2 because they were just worried because she had studied overseas. They were just worried, making sure that she was at her level, reading comprehension level, before moving her. So then she did 2 years of grade 2 in the United States, and then she went to grade 3 at home. Grade 4, she was, can you not, man, I'm so sorry, guys. She's crazy.
And then the other video like 20 minutes ago.
Grade 4, she was in the school, another private school here in Virginia, and then grade 5, she was homeschooled. So I'm doing homeschool again, especially with everything going on in the country with all the school shootings and stuff. I just don't feel like it's safe anymore for my kids to be at school, and I worry about that a lot. And plus, my ex and I, we fight all the time about what school exactly to put them in, and we just never agree. Even he does not like homeschool because he's Egyptian, and that's just not normal over in Egypt. It's not accepted there. But hey, we're in the United States, and this is something that is accepted here, and I want to ensure that my children have the best education as possible. So anyway, back to our subject.
We filmed the other video like about 20 minutes ago.
Yes. So her video, I actually filmed a video on the books that were basically just for her. They were either school books where she did book reports, or they were for pleasure reading. So this one, it has my son's. This is a mix. Like I said, this has my son's, and this has our actual curriculum books. Well, not curriculum, resource books.
Don't forget to check
for
out
our
the
curriculum.
other video.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. How many minutes did oh my gosh, I'm so like, sorry people.
4 minutes and
blah, 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 for 4 minutes. Okay, so she's writing cursive, and she's still not very good at it. So she needs the extra practice. This is actually a wipe on, wipe off book that I found at the library's book sale. So I picked that up real quick because it's definitely something she can use, and then my son will be able to use once he starts on that in 3rd grade, if not 4th grade, because he might be late on that because he still has problems sometimes with letters. I think he might even have dyslexia, but I'm not 100% sure. We plan on getting him tested for that though. So I'm going to keep this one for her, and then I'm going to also give it to him when he's at that stage.
I don't think I'll ever need to stop using it.
Can you back up a little? Okay, thanks. So I actually found a few textbooks at the library this time for their book sale. Now, these were obviously donated. They weren't part of the library system. These ones, they were actually donated by a family, and then the library just sold them. So I figured since we're doing a joint unit, this would give me some good ideas about different units that we can do. I mean, a joint class. This will give me an idea for different units that we can do. I'm actually not exactly sure what level this is. I'm thinking it looks to me more like around 3rd grade level, which is maybe still a little bit above my son's. But like I said, I'll cater, of course, to their different levels within each unit. So that's not too big of a deal. Then I actually found this. I thought this would be this is just a nice book. These are just stories and poems. So like, you got Annie Sullivan and Helen Keller, and then Journey for Sacagawea, and The First Thanksgiving.
Actually, we didn't even start reading on the 1st. It was like more like the 4th or 3rd.
Okay, that's the other video. You're gonna confuse people if they didn't watch the other video. Martin and Abraham Lincoln. Whoever Martin is. Anyway, so I thought that this would be a good book. They did have a few from this collection, but I looked through them, and this was the only one I actually really liked. So I just got this one. I think they had a couple of these. I know they had Across the World and Time for Dreams. And the other one I don't remember. I want to say it was Sound of the Sea, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is the only one that I actually got from that set. And then my son, he's actually reading at a 3rd grade level, but I'm still trying to do 1st and 2nd grade level, just to ensure that he's really good with sight words, because I noticed that he does have a lot of problems with spelling. He can read well, but he can't spell.
I see him spelling sentences on Roblox sentences.
I think he actually just uses the mic and has it dictated.
On my computer.
Oh,
that doesn't have that.
So I just want him to continue practicing at a lower level, just to ensure that he can pick up the fluency, and
just wondering.
So there are 2 of these books.
Oh my gosh, those are weird bears.
And wow, look at that.
Dudes. What, 87?
No, I thought it was the year, but it's not. It's the number, the book 87.
1987.
This one is actually from 2000. Nope. 2000. This one was 2000.
Sheesh.
So it's still an older book. I was in my junior year of high school.
Sheesh, Mom.
Okay, so those are those books. Those are those books. Okay, and then we actually... I decided to, when it came to, like younger kids, you have like weekly, little weekly lessons like color of the week, letter of the week, number of the week. Well, I decided I was going to do both a president of the week
and country,
and also state of the week. Right
Yeah,
now we're
but-
doing state.
Yeah, but my idea was country.
Yeah, we're gonna do country of the week later, but right now we're just gonna do state of the week and president of the week. So we're gonna obviously start with George Washington, and we're gonna read, about each week we're gonna read, and we're gonna do like a lap book on that president, and also the same for the states. We're gonna do a joint lap book together per week for the presidents and per week for the states.
Probably my ankle hurts probably because I was sitting on it.
My knee hurts.
Mom, doesn't that start next year?
No, yeah, this is gonna start next year. So, anyway, Biba, zoom out, man. They can't see any of the books. Okay, so I did get some books that we can just look at together. There's this one. Unfortunately, it doesn't go past.
Donald Trump.
No, this one I think. Yeah, it goes only up to Clinton. So this is an older book, obviously.
Oh, I meant like Obama. But I just said
No, it didn't
Trump
even.
on purpose.
No, it didn't. It doesn't even include Obama or Trump. So this is an older book. But I still figure it would have some good information about all the other presidents. I mean, we can obviously find other stuff about Obama and Trump. Then, he's not
Albert
president.
Einstein. What the heck?
No, I just stuck it in here because it's actually one of those books. So then we got this book, a picture biography book of George Washington. That we will do honor unit with George Washington. And also with Washington,
Who was shot?
there is George Washington's first victory. And then we have John Adams, Speaks for Freedom. And this, I mean, he's not a president, but they will be learning about him at one point because he was a founding father, Ben Franklin. So we'll probably do that. And with this, even though, you know, technically he's not a president, but he, you know, was there for all of the beginning. So I'll probably read that around when they start hearing his name more.
I don't even know
And
who Ben
then
Franklin is.
Thomas Jefferson
Maybe I do.
and the Ghost Riders. I have no idea. I think
Clarify his name.
I have no idea if these are supposed to be based off of real events or what. Because apparently he was warned, it says young Thomas Jefferson has been warned about the Native American burial mound near his house, but one night he decides to see it for himself. He hides in the bush. Oh, and no, it's fiction.
Yeah.
no ghosts. And then we have Abraham Lincoln and the Muddy
Lincoln.
Pig and
Abraham
Abraham Lincoln. And then this one, I just put it in here because it's actually a ready-to-read book. They'll also be learning about him at some point, Albert Einstein. They've already learned a little bit about him, actually. But they will learn more about him. So that is those. Then, let me see. These are for my son, specifically 4 units that he is going to be working on. So he's still, we haven't really done any tall tales with him. So I want to do like,
Oh my gosh.
actually Buffalo Bill isn't I know it's not a tall tale. But that reminds me, I need to do some with him. So I need to find more books on, like, you know, Paul Bunyan and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we have Buffalo Bill and the Pony
Wait,
Express.
Mom, does that mean 3rd grade?
No, it's the reading, just the level.
Okay, because they have 4th. I don't like that.
Okay, then you have From Seed to Plant. So he'll be, you know, continuing focusing on that one. Is more geared towards him because my daughter already understands all that. But
I remember learning about that in like kindergarten.
then and the spring grass grew all around.
Maybe 2. Yeah. Maybe probably.
And of course, you know, you have to have this one. This is a classic.
And
Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day.
I watched
They
the
actually love the movie.
Oh my gosh, I remember that guy in 2nd grade, I think.
Then we have Fly Guy, because my son, he
I
likes firefighters, but
believe I forgot about
he's
that.
also going to be continuing, you know, learning about community helpers, so that's a good one for him. Then A Trip to the Planets. My son loves space, so I thought he would really love this book, just reading it even just by himself. Then Jesse Owens. I've explained talked to them a little bit about Jesse Owens, but they now have a book to read more about him. And then this is just like a class, you know, more classic type book, one that we probably, I think even pretty much all of us probably have read this in school, because, yeah, this is from 1980.
I don't know if I know this. Yeah,
The Day Jimmy's
born.
Boa Ate the Wash.
That's 3 years before you were born.
And a Miss Nelson book. Miss Nelson has birthday. What will the weather be like today?
Oh my gosh, those are tiny. I could read that in like 2 minutes.
And of course, we have this one. I thought we had it, but we might have got rid of it when we moved. But I want them to do, both of them, to do a compare and contrast between. I know she's a little bit older, but she's still, I want her to still really work on compare and contrast. So I do want them to do a compare and contrast between the Three Little Pigs story and the Wolf's version of
Yeah, that's what I want to do it. Because the wolf's going to be like, no, they huffed and puffed at my house.
And then we have actually some of the Amelia Bedelia chapter books already.
I don't think I read those. I think I know more of those.
Yeah, this is a Mars pile.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this one we don't have, so I did want to get that one. And then The Mouse and the Motorcycle, kind of a classic tale to read at this age. And then I want him to try to see if he will like this series, the A to Z Mysteries.
Yeah, I read that.
Then I know he's pretty much way past this, but this one does help increase, the speed. So I want him to be working on his speed
And it was only
of reading.
$4.
No, actually I got this for 50 cents.
What? And they're like 20.
At the library, yep. And they're like 17, 18 bucks at Barnes and Nobles. So I got this for 50 cents, the whole set. Then my son, he really likes these types of books.
Oh my gosh, my foot's so swollen. I can't feel my foot. It's so weird. That happens with my hands.
So I got him all the ones that I could find that the library had. So the Who Would Win, Lion versus Tiger, Wolverine and Tasmanian Devil, Tarantula and Scorpion, Rattlesnake and Secretary Bird. And then he loves books about dangerous animals. So I thought this would be a fun read for him. Also my daughter, even though she's at a higher reading level, she could easily take advantage of the facts in this book and test her know-how.
That's a Mars thing. He likes school. I don't.
The next set.
Oh my gosh, I hate
This is one of our yeah, they don't like Magic School Bus, but Magic School Bus is pretty educational, so I told them we will be studying human body, so I found this book, which is great because, like I said, we're studying human body this next year.
My foot.
And okay, Habiba. And
hey, I feel it. Okay, it's going away now. Better.
So we'll, also be watching some episodes of Magic School Bus related to that.
They used to put it on in 2nd grade.
Habiba, stop complaining, man. Back up so they can see the book. Thank you. Now these are more like textbook. Yeah, these are textbooks because this is the Macmillan McGraw-Hill. Unfortunately, there's not all the units here. This is unit 1 of that book. So they got. Can you show them the whole page? They don't want to see just a little part of it. Thank you. This one is all about culture, and this one's about geography. This is the unit 2. I believe it's unit 3 that's missing. So this one's the geography. This one's economics. Yeah, this is unit 4. So unit 3 is missing. Can you back up a little bit? Thank you. So this is more like towards my son's age, but I thought if I look through them, that I might get some good ideas of different things that I can teach them about. And then these ones, I all got. These ones were technically not from the library. These ones were from the Dollar Tree. But I did want to throw these ones in here because they're actually not. They're pretty good books. There's the space one, and you see it's actually full of a lot of information. Habiba, they cannot see. Back it up. Thank you. So questions and answers about space, questions and answers ancient history, planet Earth, and world history. These were $1 each at the Dollar Tree. Then there is this one. We are going to eventually be doing Country of the Week, and I thought that this would be a nice addition for them. I'm also planning on buying from Confessions of a Homeschooler has a country's a world geography type unit And I do kind of want to look at those and the state one too, but mainly the world geography one. They seem to have a lot of fun activities in there. So I'm planning on looking at that as well. But I figured this one might be fun once we start doing our country of the week. And then they are, you know, obviously because we're going to be talking about Lincoln and stuff, this is going to be part of our Lincoln unit. So they're going to be learning about the Civil War. And this one I thought would just be fun once we start learning about it, because, you know, we have a lot of wars in American history. I thought this one might be fun for them to learn about all the different things involving battle weapons and all that. And my son does like the eyewitness books, actually. No. It's just a picture of all the different books they offer.
Because I'm looking through the phone.
No, it's all different books they offer. So this is one of the DK eyewitness books that my son, he really likes the eyewitness books. And then, of course, this one for 50 cents. This one is actually, it's actually from Five Below. Someone donated to the library. It's $5 at Five Below. And it's brand new. It doesn't even look like it was really read at all. And it was donated to the library, and I got it for 50 cents.
How much is it really? Like 20 bucks?
No, I got this one for $1 because it's hardcover. Still, it can't be that. It was $5 at Five Below. Anyway, it's my kids. They like these books with all the different facts and stuff. My son, he reads some of it, and
oh my God.
Sorry, that's a graphic picture. My son, he
loves Titanic. He's obsessed.
Oh yeah, he'll love that unit once he sees it, or he'll love that part once he sees it. He loves Titanic. Anything with Titanic, he absolutely loves it. So
I like learning about it. But
they like reading those kinds of books. And then, can you hand me that one over there too?
Yeah. I see more though.
Okay, not these, not this one. Yeah. Okay.
A nice Cars book.
All right.
Is this one mine?
Can you show? No. Can you show? Thank you. Okay. So my son, he also really likes sharks. So I thought I would add these to his unit. How cool is that? Little shark cut out. So he really likes to learn about sharks. So this one is mainly for him just because he likes to read about them. And then there's this one too. And then this one just for our science unit. The sun, where do you go? They already know kind of like all this stuff. You know, they already know how the sun works and stuff, but I thought it'd be a fun to read. Wind, what makes you move? And flower, why do you smell so nice? Like I said, this is more geared towards my son, but there might be a thing or two my daughter might learn from it. And then sea creatures. So they can learn about how sea creatures hunt for food and all that kind of stuff. Then this one I got just so that they can see how, you know, young people throughout, basically it's just young people throughout history. That's it. So they can learn about different people who saw different events throughout our history. So this was someone who was at the Alamo. You'll learn about it, see?
Who's that?
Her name is Claudette Colvin. The first to keep her seat. So she's part of the Civil Rights Movement.
1955, she's dead.
Yeah. Not necessarily. Come on, dude. And this one is on the firing line in 1963. Cesar Chavez. Bill Gates. So it's full of a lot of information, and I just want them to, you know, to realize that no matter how young you are, you're always witnessing history in some way. So I thought that would be fun to look at just for more information and pictures. And then these are just, you know, basically these are just This is a Chick-fil-A book, huh?
Yeah, it's from Chick-fil-A. Probably from one of the kids' meals or something. Because it says here. Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah, it does. So, these are just kind of like additional resources whenever we get on the subject. So, wolves. My brother is a big, huge fan of wolves. Loves wolves. Bears. The World of Science. So this one's got everything. You got, back up, I can't see. Rivers and lakes. Power for machines. Converting energy. Dissolving inside atoms. So that one is just, you know, going to be fun. Then we have the Ultimate Reptile Encyclopedia. I'm not a big fan of snakes and stuff, so I don't really like this one. But that one will have some great information. Then my son has 2 dinosaur books. Big fan of dinosaurs as well. So
Yeah.
we've actually been to, we live not far from DC, so we've actually been to the Smithsonian Natural History Museum, and they have some dinosaurs in there. And they even have a megalodon jaw, so the kids got to see that one too. And then this is another eyewitness book that he likes. This one I thought was really cool. It's actually a pop-up one, and it's not your typical pop-up one. And I will show you. So as you can see, it's like a 3D pop-up book. So I thought that one would be cool to look at and explore with them when we are learning about the ocean. And then, of course, because we're going to be doing geography and also we're going to be learning about animals, you have to have an animal atlas. Now, this one is pretty cool because it does tell you where the animal is from up in the corner. So
Europe.
it says Europe. So nightingales from Europe. Then you have Australia, animal, Antarctica. Blue whales are from Antarctica. They have the Everglade animals, all that kind of stuff. So that would be a fun addition. And now it's on to the last bit of my son's books. So as I said, he's actually reading at a grade 3 level. But I do want to kind of still, ensure that he's practicing his, reading faster and stuff. So I'm still kind of like trying to make him read at a lower level as well. So he loves Cars, the movie. He's still, I don't know, he's obsessed with cars. So he has 3 things he's obsessed with. Dinosaurs, cars.
Titanic.
4. Titanic and sharks. Those are the things that he's obsessed with.
Some other things. Like science. He likes science.
Yeah. So he has this one, ours, and then there's a mix in here. There are some horrible Harry books. I have not read these, so I don't know.
I don't know them either. I don't think I've ever read them.
I think I'll probably read these just to make sure that he's not like a really naughty kid. I don't need my son to be more naughty.
More.
And the same with the Horrid Henrys. I just want to make sure he's not very naughty.
I'm the good kid.
So then my son likes Alvin and the Chipmunks, so I got him this one so that he could practice reading.
Junior novel.
Yeah. And he actually picked this one.
Juniors.
He still likes me to read to him. So I still have a lot of books that I do actually read to him with. A lot of picture books. Because he still really enjoys that. And then here is another Cars book. And Berenstain Bears. So we have the lemonade stand. And we have Take Off. I think there's more Berenstain Bears down below. Then we have a lot of Franklin books already. We're just adding to our collection. He does like Franklin, the books, not the show. He likes the books. So these ones I thought would be good for him to also practice reading because it is smaller reading as well.
I don't think I
And they're kind of like a longer paragraph sometimes.
Like bam.
You know, longer pages to read. Like I said, he's already reading chapter books, so I just don't want him to, you know, eventually feel like he's behind in reading or anything. So that's why I'm trying to enforce his speed and his comprehension by making him go back. Yes, you're at 3rd grade reading, but I really want you to really cement in the
Chick-fil-A too.
younger readings.
All of these are Chick-fil-A. All 3 of these.
We got them from the library, though.
Yeah.
And then Captain Underpants. Of course, he likes Captain Underpants.
A dude in his underwear. What's funny about that?
You like the movie, so...
No,
well,
I don't.
you did like the movie.
When I was little. No,
When you were little. It hasn't even been out.
No, I don't even like the movie. Trust me.
Okay,
I
then...
hated it.
Actually, I read this to both of them. This one is kind of funny. There was an old lady who swallowed some bugs. It's not... It's... Like, there's a surprise ending to it. Let's just leave it at that. So it's... This one was not too bad, actually. It was kind of
this
funny.
one, Amar showed me something. I don't know if it was that one, but he's like, a sign. It said, please go pee-pee on your socks for warmness. Weird.
What is... Okay. I don't even know what she's talking about, but that is so not appropriate.
Yeah. That's
Hotel Transylvania 2 in a book form. Then actually, I think somebody accidentally stuck this in my pile because I did not look at this one, but hey, I mean, I did not pick this one, but you know, things happen for a reason, so he might like that one as well. And of course, another Titanic.
He saw this
chapter
book and he's like, oh, Titanic.
Yeah, he got it specifically because it's about
He's actually
Titanic.
reading it. He's actually reading it right now.
He is? Okay,
This boy
good.
looks evil. Look at his face. Maybe he's the one who caused the ship to sink.
It was an iceberg, you know that.
I know. Maybe he's...
Okay,
got
then they
weird
like
powers.
Garfields, and we don't believe in ghosts, but, you know, still, it's fun to tell ghost stories and stuff, so there's different stories and
Yeah, I don't think
all that, and they like Garfield. Then the knee book,
Who doesn't like Garfield?
because, you know, we are learning about the human body and all that, so this would be a good
Enjoy your
addition for
knees.
that. And here's another Franklin book.
Chick-fil-A again.
And
I
then,
like those books. They're weird.
yeah, I read this to them the other day as well, both of them.
I read them in 2nd grade, I think.
It doesn't matter how old your child gets. She's 6th grade. I still read her sometimes.
Sometimes I even read them.
And even, well, we do chapter books reading, but I mean, I read picture books to them too sometimes. Even she's about to go in 6th grade, you know?
Middle school.
Yep. If you gave a cat a cupcake, this one's cute.
Yeah.
I like those books,
weird.
actually. All of,
Yeah, I remember
of her
reading them.
books.
Chick-fil-A. Okay. Chick-fil-A. Somebody donate a lot of books from Chick-fil-A.
Then Clifford, Puppy Days. My
Amar
son likes
Clifford.
Clifford, and he likes Curious George, and this is a dinosaur book, so we had to add it to our collection of Curious George books. Then this one's the Detective Dinosaur. I actually have the Detective Dinosaur here. So this is just the original story, and then this is a chapter book. A small chapter book. Well, it's not even a chapter book. It's one of those read books. I can read books. So, he has those two. And another Franklin.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, they get it. Chick-fil-A. Okay, we got it. Then Scooby-Doo. My kids like Scooby-Doo.
Eh.
Now, all of a sudden, she doesn't because she's on camera. Trust me, she still watches Scooby-Doo.
No, I
sometimes.
don't. I am 11 years old, Mom. I'm about to turn 12.
Okay, and then another Cars one, of course. And Franklin,
Chick-fil-A's.
Berenstain Bears. My son actually wanted this book. He picked this one out. He thought
Either
it...
they eat at Chick-fil-A a lot or they have so many kids and give them like the meals. Otherwise, they have meals.
Okay, and then this is my son. Dude, this is why I had to get him this book. My parents think I'm sleeping. He thinks he's slick.
I know. He's like
I got
Lamar.
him that because I'm like, that is my son, man. And then we have the Haunted Halloween Party from Scooby-Doo. He loves sharks, so he wanted Clark the Shark. Another Curious George book. And last but not least, my son actually wanted this one as well. It reminds me of the Eric Carle books, but it's not Eric Carle, it's Jeff Shepherd. But I mean, the pictures remind me of that. So this one is just for him to read. And that is our haul for this the last haul, actually. That's it. So I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, make any comments. Let me know if you want me to do more hauls like this. We do have more books we're going to be buying, like I said, and I still have to get their textbooks for this next year. Well, not textbooks, but their curriculum books. And I also do have a haul coming up that is going to be some supplies that I'm getting. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Peace out.